Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom contained some pretty shocking revelations, but the 2018 sequel ended on a cliffhanger, leaving us with more questions than answers. We've done some digging, and we think we know where the third installment might be heading. Here's everything we know about Jurassic World 3 so far. In 2017, Colin Trevorrow was fired from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker over creative differences, despite the fact that he'd already dedicated 2 years of his life to the project. Lucasfilm came to the conclusion that Trevorrow just wasn't the right fit for Star Wars and replaced him with J.J. Abrams, but when it comes to the Jurassic movies, he's the go-to guy. Trevorrow only had one theatrical feature on his resume when he was chosen to helm 2015's Jurassic World, his critically acclaimed time travel caper, Safety Not Guaranteed. Despite a lack of blockbuster experience, the director handled the summer tentpole like a seasoned pro, impressing the man behind the movie that started it all. During an April 2018 interview with Entertainment Weekly, Trevorrow revealed that Steven Spielberg personally asked him to take charge of Jurassic World 3, an offer that he simply couldn't refuse. Steven Spielberg asked me to direct, and when he asks you, what can I tell you, man? In all honesty, over my past few years, I've grown to love and cherish the value of the gift that I've been given with this franchise. Interestingly, Trevorrow only came on board the franchise after J.A. Bayona turned down the chance to direct Jurassic World. Bayona took the reins for 2018 follow-up Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, but Spielberg wanted Trevorrow back in the hot seat for the all-important third film, which is due for release in summer 2021. Trevorrow is co-writing the picture with Pacific Rim Uprising's Emily Carmichael, which should make for a pretty interesting mix of ideas.
I just love the idea of a dinosaur biting the head off a robot.
I love that too. I was like, that's so sweet.
Colin Trevorrow has confirmed that the stars of the first 2 Jurassic World movies will be back in action for the third film. Marvel man Chris Pratt returns as dinosaur researcher Owen Grady, while Bryce Dallas Howard reprises the role of former park operations manager Claire Dearing. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly ahead of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom's official release, the director indicated that a number of characters from the second movie could end up playing a big role in Jurassic World 3. Trevorrow said, "There's other characters who will meet in Fallen Kingdom you'll realize are major characters." Now that we've seen Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, we think we know just who Trevorrow was talking about. Isabella Sermon will most likely be back as Maisie Lockwood, the genetically engineered granddaughter of John Hammond's murdered business associate Benjamin Lockwood. With nowhere else to go at the end of Fallen Kingdom, Maisie rides off into the sunset with Owen and Claire, who seemingly adopt the clone child as their own. She basically sets up the entire premise of Jurassic World 3 when she releases the cloned dinosaurs.
I had to. They're alive. Like me.
So, Maisie is bound to have a substantial role in the upcoming sequel. Daniela Pineda's dino vet Zia Rodriguez and Justice Smith's constantly terrified systems analyst Franklin Webb also escaped Isla Nublar with their lives, so both characters could feasibly pop up in Jurassic World 3. Could Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum return as Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm in Jurassic World 3? All 3 actors have reprised their respective roles since debuting in Jurassic Park, but they haven't been in the same entry since they appeared together in the franchise opener back in 1993. Goldblum popped up most recently, though his part in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom was little more than a glorified cameo with one really cool line.
We've entered a new era. Welcome to Jurassic World.
Judging by the comments that Goldblum made while he was a guest on Watch What Happens Live in 2018, this contrived committee scene won't be the last time we see Dr. Malcolm.
There's going to be another one, which, some people may or may not be in. That's all I can say.
Goldblum had previously hinted that Laura Dern might be getting back in her khakis for Jurassic World 3, something the Star Wars actress is clearly keen on. When she spoke to Deadline in 2018, Dern said, "It's a good time for powerful feminist characters to be honored. I love Ellie. I love her. And I love dinosaurs. And there is something extraordinary about getting to live out something that we all carry from childhood." During a 2019 appearance on Good Morning America, Dern was asked by none other than Bryce Dallas Howard if she would consider returning to the franchise. and her response made it sound like she's basically waiting to be asked.
Do you know something I may not? And two, if I were to, would you join me?
Hell yes! Bryce Dallas Howard has been pretty vocal about her desire to work with the stars of the original Jurassic Park movie. The actress was quizzed about the chances of them coming back for one last expedition while she was promoting Elton John biopic Rocket Man, and she seemed to indicate that it was definitely in the pipeline. She said, "I don't know what's been confirmed or whatever, but I'll blink if it's happening." The return of Neill, Dern, and Goldblum would tie the sequel trilogy to the original one, and it would no doubt go down well with the franchise's enthusiastic fan base. When MTV suggested that some people might feel robbed if no legacy characters show up in Jurassic World 3, Colin Trevorrow gave an encouraging response. The director said, "I totally agree with that. I would feel robbed too." The Jurassic World franchise is in need of a new villain. We've seen the last of the conniving Eli Mills, who became a light snack for Rexy in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Vic Hoskins is also history, ripped apart by a raptor towards the end of Jurassic World. That means there's going to be a brand new villain in Jurassic World 3, but that doesn't necessarily mean a brand new character. Dr. Henry Wu is the man responsible for bringing the dinosaurs back to life in franchise lore. He was John Hammond's go-to geneticist in Jurassic Park, and he continued his morally ambiguous work in the sequel trilogy. Wu survived the events of the first two Jurassic World films, and there's a chance that he'll go full villain in the trilogy closer. Nerdist wants to see this happen, calling for a, quote, powerful resolution for the character. John Hammond's legacy is always present in the Jurassic World films, but no living character connects the new trilogy to the original film like B.D. Wong's Dr. Henry Wu. He's the Walter White of Jurassic Park, which is why he's now the most interesting character in the franchise. We have a history with Wu, we have questions about how he got to this point, and we want to see where it leads him, especially after the end of Fallen Kingdom left all of humanity at risk of extinction. Colin Trevorrow has indicated that numerous characters from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom will appear in Jurassic World 3. But what about the supporting players from Jurassic World? Jake Johnson put in a scene-stealing performance as Lowery Crothers in the 2015 film, and the news that he wouldn't be returning for Fallen Kingdom was a blow for fans of the easygoing control room worker. When Trevorrow sat down for an interview with Den of Geek, he explained why Johnson wasn't in the second Jurassic World movie, and at the same time, opened the door for his return in the third one. Trevorrow said, "He's not in Jurassic World 2 for the same reason that any other actor would be excluded from a movie, unless we can find a genuine, organic way to make it not seem like he's just in it because he was a great character in a previous film. It doesn't mean he'll never be back, and I've had conversations with almost all of the actors going back to the previous films about how important their legacies are to these movies, and how important it is to continuously change and evolve them into something new." 14 years passed between Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World, but that long gap wasn't down to a lack of trying. Numerous sequels were reportedly floated during that period, and the one that got the closest to getting the green light came by way of director and screenwriter John Sayles. Sayles' Jurassic Park 4 never got off the ground, but what's interesting is that a lot of his ideas ended up being used in Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The star of Sayles' story was an unemployed mercenary named Nick Harris, who seems very much like the blueprint for Chris Pratt's ex-Navy man Owen Grady. Most notably, it was Sayles who came up with the idea of shady types attempting to train dinosaurs as weapons, which seems to be the overarching theme of the Jurassic World movies. If this unused screenplay influenced the first and second Jurassic World films, it could also contain clues about where the third one is heading. The Sayles script taps into the idea of an America plagued by rogue dinosaurs. With the country in crisis, humans weaponize dinosaurs in an effort to stave off extinction. Considering everything we've seen so far, it isn't hard to imagine Jurassic World 3 playing out along these lines. He wouldn't give an inch when it came to plot details, but Jurassic World 3's leading man, Chris Pratt, said that the movie was definitely going to deliver when he sat down with MTV's Josh Horowitz in February 2019.
I can't say anything, but I can tell you, when I heard the pitch, I was blown away, and I I mean, I can't believe that we're going to make that movie.
The actor is clearly on board with whatever it is that writer-director Colin Trevorrow has planned, calling the story, quote, pretty epic. Pratt went on to say, "I can't believe they found a way to deliver on the promise of the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The island has blown up. The animals are out. We can't put them back in the box. What are we going to do? How are not only these dinosaurs but this technology moving forward going to affect the planet?" The co-star of the franchise also confirmed that there would be a time jump between Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World 3.
And we jump forward, it's like, oh, right. Oh, damn.
Giving further credence to the idea that Jurassic World 3 will take place in an America overrun with dinosaurs. The vision first put forward by John Sayles. This scenario means that Isabella Sermon's Maisie Lockwood will be older and wiser than the last time we saw her. She freed the dinosaurs at the end of the previous movie. Will she take their side again in Jurassic World 3? Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more videos about Jurassic World 3 are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.